What we're going to talk about in this 5-minute presentation is tell some stories about ourselves and try to find out if we can find a true representation of that sign. So first off, you see this guy in a wheelchair, and some of you might remember that this guy's name is Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest minds in today. So would you consider him having a disability? Well, the definition in a dictionary defines disability as lack of ability. Well, ability is in the word and the definition. So let's see if we can find out this ability. So among us, we have a common list of abilities that we share. But someone with a disability, might have less of these. But in the long run, does this really matter? So I like this quote Henry Ford once said, if you say you can or you say you can't, then you're right. So basically he's saying, it's your attitude that really counts. And now, who cares about what your ability is and what it's not. So to drive this even further, let me tell you a little story about me and my bicycle. So every little kid at the age of like 5 or 6, learns how to ride a bicycle. It's a mode of transportation, and I love it. But with me, I didn't like my bicycle. It was scary. You got me on, and it was like asking a 5-year-old to go skydiving. She's afraid. So I figured, I don't need it. I can just walk everywhere, But then college came along, and college was a little far to walk every day. And I did have my parents to drive me back and forth. So I had to think about it. Okay, how am I going to get to and from class? I could get my brother to drive me back and forth, but who wants to rely on the brother? So I figured, okay, I'll give the bicycle one last shot. So a couple of days, I learned how to ride it, so I managed. Well, a couple of years later, Halo 3 was about to come out, and I wanted to get there the day it came out. So my trusty bicycle is there, and then the day it came out, I could finish the fight.
Okay, now here's a medical sign that most of us are used to seeing. We can probably say that the top one is an E without even looking at it. But I was diagnosed with an eye disease when I was 4 years old that would eventually lead me to lose all or most of my sight. So I began preparing for this by learning Braille and learning other skills that I would need for when this would occur. And by the time I was 13 is when I had the most change in my vision, and every 13-year-old is already going through so much, so it was a really hard time. But I was able to persevere and learn other ways of doing things. And so I was really involved in high school doing things that I loved, dancing, singing, and I graduated towards the top of my class. And then I came on to ASU, where I'm at now as a junior, studying special education. And I went into education because I really have a passion for kids and teaching, and I really believe that education is really where the change begins. And so I want to teach kids and help them discover their talents and abilities and reach their dreams and their goals that they may have. So we shared with you our stories, and we want to go ahead and look at some other people throughout history as well. So there's Helen Keller, who is deaf and blind, and she really opened up the doors to people with disabilities, really showed the world that people with disabilities can do many things, and they can reach their goals and dreams. Then we had FDR, who it was really amazing to see that the United States did not look down upon him. We re-elected him 4 times, which really showed that we had faith in him. Even though he was in a wheelchair, he could run our country. Then we have Stevie Wonder, who many people appreciate his musical talents of singing and playing the piano, and we really look past his disability of not being able to see, and we go to his concerts and buy CDs. And so these people and us really strive to bring awareness about disabilities and educate people about them. And so we are actually part of a group at ASU called Ability Counts, and we put on events that help educate people about disabilities And we do this by showing people what it may be like to have that disability and show them the abilities that they have. And just show that people with disabilities are just like anyone else. They have dreams and goals as well. And so if you have any other questions for us, please see us afterward. Thank you.